This is the last year question paper of Shakespeare for MA students. There may be a little change in the play, but few questions, most of the questions, I must say, most of the questions may be related to your present prescribed syllabus. So if you find any change in the question, then don't get confused, but it may help you a lot that what kind of questions may be related to Hamlet, Twelfth Night or the Tempest if they are in your syllabus. So the very first question is related to this paper Shakespeare. The time is out of joint, and here you have to answer in few words because section A is related to very short type questions, and because it will give you only 2 marks. The time is out of joint. Explain this statement with regard to Hamlet. Life is but a walking shadow. Elucidate this conclusive speech of Macbeth. Okay, life is but a walking shadow, and these lines or these quotations are very famous of William Shakespeare. What place would you assign to Twelfth Night in the list of Shakespeare's comedies? Okay, Twelfth Night. So what place? Mark Antony and Octavius Caesar were 2 of the triumvirs. Who was the third? You have to tell the name of the third one. Who is alluded to as my false brother in the Tempest? Which are those fatal forces, as Bradley calls them, accountable for bringing about the downfall? Accountable for must be bringing about the downfall and ultimately leading to the destruction of the tragic heroes in Hamlet and Macbeth, because both were tragedies. Then come to the short type questions in section B. The very first question, you have been given here only 3 questions, and out of 3 you have to answer only 2 questions. The very first is narrate. Narrate the role of Antonio in Twelfth Night. Describe Cleopatra's death scene in Antony and Cleopatra. Okay, Cleopatra's death scene, it is also very famous, it is also very popular, that how Cleopatra died. Cleopatra's death scene. Comment on the aptness and suitability of the title of the play, The Tempest. Then come to the section C. Section C, long type questions, and you have to answer to 3 long questions. Each will carry 10 marks. The very first is discuss Hamlet as mainly a psychological study. Second one is a Shakespearean tragedy as a rule, says Bradley, has a special tone or atmosphere of its own, quite perceptible, however difficult to describe. So examine Macbeth in the light of the above statement. Compare and contrast the characters of Olivia and Viola. 12th one is, what is the basic theme of Antony and Cleopatra, and how has this theme been expressed in the play? Last one is, the Tempest deals with 2 great Elizabethan interests, travel and colonization. Discuss.